Greetings, family, peace, love, and black power. This is Guru. Thanks for visiting my channel. This study shows that writers with black sounding names have more difficulty getting an Uber or Lyft. Let's go to the article. Family, recent studies reveal the difficulties faced by African Americans, or those with African American sounding names, when searching for jobs, attending class, or trying to rent an Airbnb. Now you can add getting a ride with popular ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft to the mix. Recent data pulled from more than 1,400 field tests in Boston and Seattle concluded that using Uber and Lyft, as well as traditional taxi services, led to longer wait times and more cancellations for those with black-sounding names. The patterns of discrimination are quite clear and consistent in both cities, and one can only assume it's happening all across the country in other markets, said Christopher Nittel, one of the study's authors and a professor at the MIT Sloan School of Management. In Seattle, for example, black users waited an average of 5 minutes and 15 seconds for pickup. White users experienced an average delay of 4 minutes. Black passengers in both areas were subject to cancellations more than twice as often as white passengers. Quote, the pattern of discrimination were quite clear and consistent in both cities, and one can only assume it's happening all across the country in other markets. I read that part already. Researchers were also quick to note that the discrimination wasn't limited to ride-sharing applications. It was quite common in taxis as well. The fix seems to be painfully obvious for Uber and Lyft. Drop the name and passenger photo in app. It's not perfect, but it certainly beats the alternative. That's a good idea. So family, I don't know about you, but I use the apps myself, and I have to tell you that I've had my fares, especially when I was drinking and I didn't want to drive, I would call a cab, and several times my cab would get canceled. So I do get that point. I think what I'm going to do is change my name on my application for my taxi service and change it to a white sounding name, and I'm going to see if it actually works. With that said, family, I hope you take alternative measures on how to get around this as well. It's unfortunate that we have to find ways and play different games, mind games at that, with small-minded people. But when it comes to the color of your skin and something as small as that, I guess we have to assume that with everything else in life, they're going to be small-minded at that too. So with that said, family, I hope you learned something from this, because I wasn't surprised, but at least this article explained to me something about my taxis when I do go out drinking from time to time and I need a taxi cab. Now I understand why I'm either waiting for some time or I get canceled. I'm gonna have to change that name on my app. With that said, family, I hope you like, share, and if you're watching this video, please subscribe. Thanks again. Peace, love, and black power.